tell me how you've been. Look a little closer, it's been quite some time. But you gotta let me know if I'm out of line. But there's some words that I just wanna hear you say, to put it all straight before this night turns into day. And then I'm on my way. Yeah. Yes, I'm on my way.
Well, good morning. I didn't want to bore you with the morning routine, getting out of bed, getting washed up, dressed, Stella's business walk, things like that. So we'll begin our day here. First, a little bit of, a lot of coffee and a little bit of reading. That's a good way to get your mind working in the morning. And so that's the first event. After that, I think I'll take Stella for a good sizable walk, lengthy walk, whatever you want to call it. And then we will pack our lunch, get in the Jeep, and go out on our adventure for the day, which is going to be traveling up to the Penn Forest, which is just adjacent here to the Wharton Forest. And I understand there is a Civilian Conservation Corps camp, the remains of it, from back in the Depression. The point of interest there is that it was an African-American camp for African-American men who went into the Civilian Conservation Corps back, I guess, in the 30s. And so that should be something very interesting to see. Not sure anything about it, but we'll find out together. So see you in a few. Well, we are in the Jeep, and we're headed to our adventure for the day. And the sun has just erupted from a grayish sky, so I'm happy for that. We'll see. Maybe we'll have more of the same yesterday. Right now, Jeep's telling me it's 43 degrees outside, so I think yesterday it made it to the mid-50s. There are quite a few more clouds in the sky today, so we're probably not going to have that crystal clear blue that we had yesterday. In any event, doesn't matter. We're prepared for anything, right? Well, we'll see about that. Okay, let's go. The severe economic depression of the 1930s brought great unemployment and homelessness for people and families all across the country. The United States worked hard to create a federal relief program. But the Great Depression affected minority communities disproportionately. In 1933, African American unemployment rates were double the national average. And we all know that the national average for all Americans was huge, was very, very large. So on March 27, 1933, legislation was introduced into Congress, and the bill was signed on the 31st of March. Oscar DePriest, a representative from Illinois, and the first and only black member of Congress at the time, pushed that the law state, quote, that employing citizens for the purpose of this act, no discrimination shall be made on account of race, color, or creed. So really little occurred at the Penn Forest up until the Great Depression and the incorporation of the Civilian Conservation Corps. On July 6, 1933, the train station at Tuckerton received some new visitors as the first enlistees of the first Civilian Conservation Corps encampment. The CCC camp, located in the Penn Forest, was for African American enlistees only. So segregation was a permanent fixture of the men of the CCC. Be that as it may, the young men of the Penn Forest CCC camp built infrastructure of the modern forestry service and outdoor recreation systems that it oversaw. The boys supported their families by earning $30 a month, and of which $25 a month was sent home to the families. They developed forest fire fighting methods and programs to meet the needs of controlling forest fires that kept the land from healing and naturally restoring the watersheds, soil conservation, and nearly 2.5 billion forest trees were planted to help restore the public land in America. They reintroduced wildlife to depleted areas, constructed roadways and buildings on public land. And today, citizens still drive on the roadways when we're out in the Wharton Forest or Penn Forest or wherever in Pine Barrens we are. We're typically driving a great deal on roads that these men developed. They built and operated fish hatcheries and so on. Now, New Jersey had 65 Civilian Conservation Corps companies or camps, and of that, 13 were designated as African American companies. They worked 8 hours a day, 5 days a week on the forest improvements. So we had been using the state-provided Penn Forest Trail Map, which clearly delineates where, or at least where they purport, the Civilian Conservation Corps camp in the Penn Forest was located. We searched and searched, seemingly forever, and I finally decided to take matters into my own hands and just use some logic.
So my last hope is this really unkempt trail that is a subtrail off the subtrail. I can't, because there's nothing where the dot is on the map. Nothing. What do I see there? What do I see there? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay, my hunch was right. The map is very misleading. It's not even a map. I mean, it's a drawing you find online. It's it is to scale, quarter mile scale, but it's the point that they mark is misleading at best.
So you can see, here's the map. This is Jenkins Road right here. And this is the road that we were traveling down, where we cut off first to a turnabout at the end here, and then we came out, and here's where we're at right now, right here. The camp is here, not here. So somebody got that definitely wrong. But luckily, in our last ditch effort, I was able to locate the camp. Now back to the adventure.
So I have found the foundation here.
Hey, there she is, my sidekick, coming up on the first foundation, but I see a couple of others, or at least one other. All right, Stella, let's go up here. Kind of checked this one out already. Yeah, it's very narrow. Very narrow. And it's just here in the middle of nowhere. Marked wrong on the map. Sometimes I think they do that on purpose. Anyway, here's another Here's another foundation or something right here. Second building. Oh, she's onto something here. What? What is it?
So as we continued our search, we found several foundations, and they were consistent in their dimensions with what was the CCC's cookie cutter building, long and narrow. Now, sometimes these foundations and the buildings above them were nothing more than large canvas tents. But most of the time, they were wooden structures with steel or corrugated steel roofs. Sometimes they were a combination of both, and they served many purposes, such as dormitories or meal halls, social rooms, even libraries.
Interesting. Here's a well. I think a well. Be careful. There's a well. I have to say that's what it appears to be, because I don't see any semblance of I see in the just in from the four corners, I see notches. I'll give you an example here. So that notch and that notch there, and then there's grooves right there. There could have been a ladder going down. I don't know what this could have been. I'm jumping the gun here saying it was a well. Maybe not. Maybe it was some sort of an underground storage that they filled in. Who knows? Silence. Huh. Again, a lot of ghosts here. I mean, this is out in the middle of nowhere. There's a few more buildings here. Here's something. Come on. Nope, she's onto something. Let's go, Stel. Another here. These may have been, just sort of little dormitories or something. I don't know. This is an odd shape right here. Pardon my camera craziness. Stella's just like tying me up. I have the short leash, so she's just like tying me up with her enthusiasm. Right, Stella? I'm standing on hallowed ground here, and you'd never, ever know it. So there's the road frontage there. That's some sort of, I don't know what that is. Some sort of pipe? Did they have, they probably had water, I would imagine, even if it was well water.
It's just so profound to me, hopefully to you, that all of this history is in a repository that's soon going to obliterate it. And the whole purpose of my adventures in overlanding are to somehow, first of all, give it respect and give myself some intrigue, and I love history, but also to preserve, unfortunately, the ruins of this once vibrant and such an important undertaking here. And it's that way with all the adventures that we overland through. I think that it's almost a journal for me, a public journal that I can share here on YouTube with people of common interests. So what do you say, girl? Here we are at the end of another day. And did we have a good adventure today? She's more interested in protecting the property here. But I think you enjoyed yourself, right? And if you enjoyed this episode or learned something or both, we certainly would like you to hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. It's just the beginning of all of this, and we've got plenty more adventures and insights to share. So Stella and I, even though she's got her back turned to you at the moment, Stella and I appreciate you tuning in, and we hope to see you down the road.